Siddha body. Instruction of Siddha with Goswami Maharaj. Crossing the walls of misunderstanding. Tatenu kambam susamiksamana. We should not only live in our present position without complaint, but moreover we shall have to consider it as real necessary for our upliftment. In this way we have to accept whatever adversities that come to us as the grace of the Lord. We must cope with this positive energy of vision of goodness. This is my real necessity. There is no error in the calculation of the Lord. His test has been extended to me for my benefit. To stand, to face and cross this opposition is my chance to have my progress in life. This test has been given by Krishna to facilitate my progressive life. In the Bhagavatam we are advised to face all adverse circumstances in such an optimistic way. Then very easily and swiftly we shall cross the walls of misunderstanding. So this Maya, and we will be liberated, and more we will have participation in Krishna consciousness, the life of dedication. So curiosity, the tendency to know everything, is a subtle burden to you. Live it. Mind your own business and surrender. Curiosity is an enemy of surrender. Curiosity to know this thing and that thing, many things, is an enemy to the principle of surrender. It's very important, but very difficult also to accept. We must not know everything. This can be a big obstacle. So all these things, knowing this and knowing that, and get knowledge of everything, it is an hindrance. It's an enemy to the principle of surrender. Because it's based on speculation. Because nothing lasts, is like science, is changing every day. They find something more, and they are thinking they are advancing, but it is just a circle. They're going around, but it's not. It is just a useless activity. Of course, this cannot be accepted so easily. Materialists will never understand this. because they also will not understand surrender, what means surrender. Why we should not have faith and surrender? He will look after you. He is infinite. He is all good. With curiosity, with knowledge, we want to calculate to see whether we are being given anything less. To see whether we are being deceived. To see whether there is any possibility that we may be deceived in the plane that we are going to enter. So we want to know. We can't but fade in the environment. So this is by surrender, these obstacles may appear. Maybe I am getting deceived in the plane where we are going to enter. So we want to know everything exactly. What is the next? We want to control it. This is the mentality of the atheist. They cannot tolerate surrender. Eliminate them. It is faithlessness, suspicion. They do not learn to believe in the environment. They are skeptics. Eliminate them. Skeptics are not fit to live here. Skeptics should be eliminated. The plane of surrender is not a plane for a skeptic to live. Like spies from the lower area, they try to enter. They should be eliminated. Only the candid, the faithful, the optimistic will be given entrance, admission into the plane of surrender. No one can deceive them. By nature, deception is foreign to them. They do not like the company of anyone with skepticism in their heart. That man is searching with some doubt. We should not have such company here. The spy of Maya is trying to enter. He wants to measure everything and then accept. That man is undesirable in this soil. So only surrender is accepted there. Simplicity makes us confident. Surrender to the whole soil. Only surrender is accepted there. We do not want people who come to calculate and exact their gain here. They should not leave here or enter here. They want to calculate from their own selfish viewpoint for their selfish ends. You can have more and you can give more. Suppose you are cheated, then you will think, I am fortunate. Are you prepared for that? If you're cheated by anyone there, then you should consider, I am blessed. I am fortunate enough. Is there anything? It's a difficult topic.
I did not understand this point. Why to consider to be fortunate when you are cheated by someone?
We do not want people to come to calculate and exact their gain here. They should not live here or enter here. They want to calculate from their selfish viewpoint for their selfish ends. some kind of devotees, they are thinking like this. They want to know everything before they do something, before they so-called surrender. With these selfish motives, because they're looking for their own self-satisfaction. So they don't want to risk anything. They have no faith, practically they are atheists. Because they do not think that everything is under higher control. So they want to know and control everything. You can give more. They want to calculate from their own selfish viewpoint for their selfish ends. You can give more. Suppose you are cheated, then you will think, I am fortunate. So when they find some fault in this surrender process, and they find then there's maybe some fault, or there is some fault, but there is never fault, because everything happens. If I may say this is fault or not, it doesn't matter, it happened. This is reality. So then suppose you are cheated, then you will think, I am fortunate. Then you will think, oh, I saw it before, it is not working. It is not. It is a conditioned state of our situation. We have no faith. Basically, we are atheists. Suppose you are cheated, then you will think, I'm fortunate. Are you prepared for that? If you're cheated by anyone there, then you should consider, I'm blessed, I'm fortunate enough. Even if it seems like cheating, we should always see everything as a blessing of the Lord. He is conscious of everything. He knows perfectly what we need, what we have to, what is what our obstacles are on the way of surrender. So he may arrange different things. So nobody wants to be cheated. This is a great hindrance. I see this in many devotees. They are afraid because they have no faith in the Lord. So the Lord may give some reason, but the real devotee will think what he will think. I am blessed. I am fortunate enough. Because we are looking for this and we will find it. But those who are not devotees, they will say, this is too risky. No, I cannot. I must first understand everything, then I can surrender, and it must be under my control. But nothing is under our control. This takes a long time that we can accept this. What sort of high-class beauty is there in her holy feet? I want to jump. Let my heart be a lotus. There are two classes of lotus. The white lotus came from the sun and red from the moon. The Kuvalaya is a mixture of the two. The luster of her body will feed me day and night, as the life of my life, which is compared to Kuvalaya. The Kuvalaya is fed and nourished by the luster of the moon, and her holy feet are the moon, and my very vitality is likened to the lotus. May the luster of her beauty maintain and nourish my heart of hearts. Papulita halpeni sitine, and the lotus of my heart will grow by that ray and dance. This is how one who has surrendered and sees the heart as a lotus and sees the lotus feet of Rupa, there the Kuvalaya is fed and nourished by the luster of the moon. Her holy feet are the moon, and my very vitality is likened to the lotus. May the luster of the beauty maintain and nourish my heart of hearts. Papulita habinishitine, and the lotus of my heart will grow by that ray and dance. So we have to catch the lotus feet of our worshipable Ishtam and worship them in the heart. And yeah, he will stay, or she will stay. The lotus of my heart will grow by that ray and dance. So everything is possible by serving saintly persons. Instead of paying attention, simply do kirtans, devotional songs, melody and rhythm. You should instead always focus on its deep meaning and try to follow the moods of the Vaishnava, saintly person who composed it. Always hear the narrations of Bhagavan's, God's pastimes, exclusively from the lotus divine lips of advanced devotees, saintly servants of God. For such narrations are tremendously powerful. Everything is possible by sincerely serving the Vaishnavas. Serve advanced devotees whenever you receive the opportunity to do so. So this is a very important point. We have to not forget. Vaishnava Seva not means that everybody is Vaishnava. I have to serve them, I have to do material activities to serve others. This is not. Serve advanced devotees whenever receive the opportunity to do so. When we opened this temple, the first temple, in the Kopfstraße in Vienna, and the second one, my goal, my principle was to invite all the acharyas, all the great personalities at this time. And they all come there. The greatest creatures all came, and my duty I saw to serve them, to make them comfortable, to make arranged for them, so that they feel comfortable and could narrate Harikatha, could speak. So, and I realized that all the blessings, when they were satisfied, They were coming to us, and it goes on like this. So, but we should always understand, as Srila Maharaj here says, the lotus leaves of advanced devotees, saintly servants of God. This we have to first understand, who is sincerely, who is a saintly servant of God, who is an advanced devotee. As long as we do not understand this, it is a little difficult. We may get disturbance in our mind. Anything to say? Accept this principle and to march on in this line. My preaching was not that of a false canvasser, but straight dealing, Srila Maharaj says. Dealing with the plain truth. Not any coaxing or indirect way, flattering, or by sweet words to somehow rope the man. Straight talk, straight dealing, representation. My guide was, why have I come here? What fascination brought me here? I tried my best to represent that fascination to them. This is the cause for preaching. You must appreciate such cause. I have got appreciation in this line, and I don't think that I did wrong. Every moment I think I am justified to accept this principle and to march on in this line. There is also one saying, and what I also take very sincere. Srila Maharaj, I read this many years ago. I do not make any show of Julian Lila. Julian Lila, somebody knows what it is? It's where Radha Krishna is sitting on a, how do you call it? Swinging them. And there's some temples to this, and everybody can do it, but Srila Srimad was not very favorable for this. So for us, such strict behavior has shown. We are also do that, especially myself. At so many other places, they show the Ras Leela with tools. But I never do that. Following what is true to my understanding of my Gurudev's will and his words. I do not make any show of Julian Leela or Ras Leela or anything of the type. I find in my heart that this is not disciple of my Guru Maharaj. But in so many mats I see that at present. I hear also that they are doing that, but I strictly abstain from that sort of showing. The Julian Leela, the Ras Leela, that is too high for us. I consider I must be true to my hearing of the words of my Gurudev. If I want my realization, not any position, the position of some sort of popularity, to attract people by such show, to make money or to make favorable field for preaching. They may do like that, but I do not do. I do not want popularity, nor any position of a higher acharya. I am a student. Still I am a student. I consider myself to be a student, a faithful student. What I heard from my Gurudev, I try my best to stick there, to keep my position there as I heard from him. I do not want to mutilate that in any way to suit my purpose. I try not to do that. Of course, for big propaganda, they may take different ways as they think. They are now free, but I am not a member to do so. To go on in such way, I try. This is what he is thinking about this intimate, what is celebrated in many. Just attract. But Srila Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada did not like this. This intimate pastimes, this is something not openly presented to the public, because they are not understanding, they are not experiencing, they have no qualification to understand the pastimes of Supreme Lord in his plane. So, anything to say? Then we may close here. Jai Srila Srila Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavistam Vishnu Pada Brahmahamsa Pujya Stota Sarsi Shimon Bhakti Bhakti Nitai Gaur Brahmanandi Vishnu